telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp. I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen. Now it's by the stove. Big inside this case is one.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Led on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And down he'll go at the 25. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where
let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Lauletta looking to throw on second down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley. Room to run past midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then.
Single receiver.
Now Lauletta on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go, 46. Switch,
second down. Prescott. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Lauletta. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A toss out to Barkley. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Way to go, guys.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Lauletta. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Here's a give to Barkley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And Rosas puts this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start on the ground with Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers put up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here's Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 49 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
Prescott now, option right. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Able to spin free. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
He's going to let this one go for Latimer. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a toss right to Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 just shy of midfield at the 49.
Get out. Here we go, 46.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. The give is to Elliott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. A dump off to Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A first down carry for Barkley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go now.
Here's Lawletta now on second. To Barkley on the check down. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now the rookie from Alabama, it's Bo Scarborough. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A handoff to Barkley. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run with Barkley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
How fun will it be to watch Barkley and Elliott go at it twice a year? Here's 1st and 10.
Green 39.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now it's Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a toss play. This is Scarborough. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Austin. An update from Buffalo. The Dolphins, they're out to an early lead over the Bills. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Officially, 1:54 to go in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, 46, 46. Gun. 26.
The first down carry by Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 48.
A second down throw for Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Here we go, 46. Switch and 8. Gun. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And he's got it to Hearns. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Gun. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, get out, let's go, get out. Go, get out there. Switch and 8. 26.
First down, Prescott. Flush to his right. They find some open field here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The escapability in evidence there, as that one good for 15 and a first.
Gun. Here we go, 46. Gun. 26.
Prescott on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go, let's finish now.
Now Prescott. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Prescott now. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
To the right. Here you go. 47. Here you go, 46.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And the Cowboys are able to recover. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
10th carry now for Elliott, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go, 46. Go, get out there.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Wind at his back now in this 3rd quarter. And his kick is indeed good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Lauletta now to throw it. Open man right side is Ingram. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, here's Lauletta. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on third down, Lauletta. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. A give to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Again, it's Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Check.
On third down, Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And his kick here is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And New York set to take the field. Lauletta looking for a first down throw. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Coming off play action, Lauletta. It's caught, Shepard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Barkley, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
46. Here we go, get that. Let's go, get out. Here we go, get that. Let's go, get out. 26.
2nd down, Prescott got his man complete over the middle. That's Thompson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th.
Get out. Here we go, 46. Here you go. Gun. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Go to 54, go to 54, Ryan.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
46.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
New York set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
From the gun, here's Larletta. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Key 26, key 26.
Desperation time on 4th down for Lauletta. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go to Elliott again. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Looking for Shepard deep. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's Elliott, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got room. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Over here. Start there. 26.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Elliott, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Prescott to throw it. He finds Hearns left side. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
46.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys add on.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, And he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cowboys, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's been a sinking ship all season as they finally draw the curtain on what will be a 1-15 year. And you have to figure that this is a team that will look a whole lot different come training camp next July. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, alongside Charles.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, champion. We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the right flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them off. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck goose linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some gobbler. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my house like my property. Do a quarterback, niggas on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I stiff him down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Walk back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, champion. We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, yeah.
I just hate the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the play with the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long on 1st and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plans. Look at your stands and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Back